Sister Talk.
Coming to you live from New York City, you're watching Sister Talk TV show. I'm your host, Deetra Kelsey. On today's show, we have a very soulful, sultry, sexy singer, vocalist Rajdulari Barnes to sing songs from her hit CD. And after that, we're going to talk about the George Zimmerman not guilty verdict in the Trayvon Martin case. But first, we're going to hear from Rajdulari from the motherland, Harlem, USA. Come on, Raj. Give us some of your soulful singing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You make me laugh, 'cause your eyes, they're like the night, they look right through me. La 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 la, when I am with you, I have a giggling teenage crush, then I'm a sultry vamp, yeah, 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 sultry vamp. Whoa, whoa, talk to me some more. You don't have to go. You're the poetry. Sa-da-da-do. Le-da-do, so-da-ho-da-do-wee. Lo-da-da-do, sa-da-la-da-dee-da-do-ba. La-da-la-do-e-da-do-e-do. Sweetness and the taste of your skin, fresh like dew, love. I feel so inspired. I could write a million songs about the brilliance of your smile. It's easy, you make me free. I need your honey. Give me just a little time. I love it when you're touching me. Still when you look at me, feel the love in your gaze. No time for playing, better come with the real. I'm on fire, touch me, watch me burn. It's addictive love. I need a little of your honey. Come on, baby. Honey. I need to feel you. When you're happy and you're in love and you've just met someone for the first time, a lot of times you just want to celebrate it. We have so much difficulty in our world, so much difficulty going on every day. We want to just focus on love and peace and happiness. And so that's why I wrote this song, to talk about how beautiful it is when you can share that with some special someone. So I hope that you guys enjoy this song. I hope you come out to my show. I hope that you enjoy the conversation that we're going to have on Sister Talk TV, and that you connect with me on social media. So it's so nice to meet you guys. My name is Rajdulari. Enjoy the rest of the show. Got a little more of the song to go for you. So thank you very much. Surialalo. Oh, when you're loving me, I love it so. When we're loving, say you. Thank you.
That is something else.
Thank you.
You know, I like the lyric, touch me and watch me burn.
Yes.
I think you touched a lot of people out there, and they are on fire.
Thank you so much.
You know, we were born on the same day, December the 9th, so you are a fire sign.
Oh,
and
yeah.
red is my favorite color.
Oh,
so
thank you.
So, Rajdulari, where are you from?
Well, I was born in Baltimore and raised in Kalamazoo, Michigan, but I've traveled a lot. So when I was a young girl, we went everywhere from Ohio to Boston to Texas, all over the place, and now in New York.
So were your family in the military or anything like that?
No, my mom just liked to travel and see different parts of the U.S.
So she just packed you up and just left, huh?
Yeah, but it was good because I got to learn how to, you know, assimilate and meet different cultures and different people and stuff like that. So I really enjoyed it.
So how long you been singing?
I've been singing since I was 3. I mean, my mom was a choir director. My grandfather was a pastor. So
you came from the church?
Yes, yes.
So how long you been scatting?
How long have I been scatting? Probably I had my first jazz gig when I was 17. So I'll say about then. Yeah.
So who was your idol? Because I heard Poetry Man in the beginning.
Oh, well, I have a serious love for Phoebe Snow, and she just had a birthday a couple days ago. So I really, really love her. And I love Sarah Vaughan, Ella Fitzgerald, Nina Simone. Some of the more current vocalists I love are Letta C, Diane Reeves. You know, and I also love old vocalists like Betty Carter.
So what's the name of your album?
My album is called Honeywine, and I am actually in the process of recording another album now called Journey of a Woman.
Okay, so Honeywine, that's your first?
That's the first album, yep, and now I'm working on the second.
And so where are you originally from? Because I know you're here at the motherland, Harlem, USA.
Right.
But where are you originally from?
So I would say that my home is really in the Midwest, Kalamazoo, Michigan. That's where I hail from. Whenever I go home and see my family, that's where everybody is.
So you're a really Midwestern girl.
Yes, all day. Midwest all day.
But I tell you, this song was so good, so sultry. So he had a little bit of that Sarah Vaughan, who is one of my favorite vocalists. And the scatting, they don't do that anymore, do they?
Not as much. It's starting to come back. I mean, you have some vocalists like Letta C and Esperanza Spalding and folks like that who are really bringing jazz into a more contemporary feel. So, but it's definitely on the come up. So I'm glad about that.
So you've been living in New York City how long?
For 3 years.
And so where have you performed at?
I performed at Billy's. I performed a little bit at Village Underground, mainly out of the state, but I'm really excited about a gig I have coming up in a week, which is going to be at the Iridium Jazz Club. So that'll be my first major gig. After being here for 3 years and working hard and really just trying to pound the pavement, I finally got an opportunity, and we're going to really show New York what we can do.
So why New York? Why not L.A.?
Well, I feel like New York is the music hub in terms of jazz music and soul music. You got New York, you got Philly, you got D.C. I think L.A. is really great for music, but L.A. is more commercial in a sense, and it's more pop. So I wanted to really get my start in New York and then go to the world.
So you've been to L.A. and you pretty much.
Yes. So I visited it. I haven't really found a groove in L.A. so much, but I feel like New York is home for now.
Yeah, East Coast rules. Sorry, West Coast.
Yes, it does. I love the sun in the West Coast, but East Coast got it going on.
So what other songs on your album?
Well, on the Honeywine album it's really a love story. That's really what Honeywine was about. So I have songs about breakup, I have songs about falling in love, I have songs about really just taking your own, falling in love with yourself and taking your own empowerment and really going after your dream. So Honeywine really was about that. So we've got a song, Into the Light, we've got a song, Me and You, which talks about dating someone for the first time and really enjoying that. And then we've got songs, a song which is Blackbird, and it's sort of a breakup song. It's sort of like, don't let the door hit you kind of thing.
Well, I tell you, I was sitting here, I was just grooving, mellowing out, especially when you're doing the scatting.
Oh, thank you.
The first part with the Poetry Man, because I'm from that era, and I love those type of songs. But living in D.C., where I'm from D.C.
Okay, yeah.
So you got a lot, I would think, of your influence from the radio stations in D.C. or the singers in D.C.
Well, I mean, you know, I haven't really lived in D.C. so much, but definitely in New York and in the Midwest and stuff. When I was growing up, my mom listened to records like, you know, the Clark Sisters and the Spinners and, you know, Earth, Wind and Fire and the Whispers, and as well as Patti LaBelle and, you know, Phoebe Snow and all these vocalists. So I had such a variety of music to listen to growing up. And so, and one of my aunts and uncles actually ran the first jazz station in Austin, Texas. And so when I was a little girl, we would ride around and listen to tapes of that jazz conversations and the jazz radio stations, and so it really stuck with me.
So those songs that are on your CD, you've written them yourself?
Most of them. There are some covers. I did do some covers on there. I did Blackbird, which is a jazz standard. I did Reverie, which actually is a Tuck and Patty tune, but we made it contemporary for a full band. So there's a little bit of everything on Honeywine.
You were working as a temp.
Yes, I was. I literally I was working in Boston for a long time. I was in 3 different bands. I was really thinking about what I wanted to do as a musician, and I was making music, but I wasn't really happy. I didn't feel like the music that I was making was really from me, and so I wanted to be a solo artist. And so I cashed in my retirement. I had a day job in Boston, took out all my money, everything that I had, and moved here and moved into a sublet apartment, got a temp job.
Really?
And
just like that, huh?
Yeah, and just grinded away, and still going as much as possible.
So how did you get your manager? I just see your manager. We've been talking through your manager and all that. Did you meet him here, or did you bring him along?
I did. I met him here. He's a personal connection. He's really, he's dear to my heart, and he's really been helpful to me. I think in order for you to be successful in the music industry, you need to have people who are close to you, who understand your vision, and who are willing to work to make it happen. So I'm very grateful for that. I have quite a few people on my team.
Okay, so what do you think about the music industry right now?
I think it's a great time to be an independent artist in the industry because you're able to have a direct connection to your fans. It's not like before where you had to just hope that a label would see you and hope that they would put your music out and then you would get an audience. It's more of you get to connect with people one-on-one. I'm on Instagram all the time and Facebook, and I get to talk to people every day, every moment about my music. And as an independent artist, it's great because I wouldn't have had that opportunity, and I still am not signed with a label, but I still feel like I'm making strides and I'm making progress in my career.
Because you're very positive.
Thank you. You have to be. You have to be.
When you say you're not a BET girl, what I mean, I feel that, you know, it's a whole different culture, a whole different look. I feel that you are beautiful. What do you mean by that?
The music industry itself is difficult enough for any person, let alone any female, let alone any vocalist. And I think that, you know, in a industry where you are commercialized, it's really hard to be uniquely yourself. And when I say I'm not a BET vocalist, I mean I'm not a commercial girl. I'm not a Rihanna. I'm not a Beyonce. I'm a Rajdulari. And I need to be, you know, absolutely 100% quintessentially myself. And so as I start to think about the music that I want to put out, the things that I want to produce, the events I want to host, they're all from my perspective and from my story. And so I think that that is good and positive, and I think more young women should work on being that kind of an artist as opposed to just trying to fit into a music video.
So we're about to hear from Rajdulari from her hit CD, Honeywine. So let's sit back.
All right, ladies, this is Natural. This is about celebrating who you are in your natural state and enjoying yourself, all your curves, your hair, everything about you. You got to celebrate that. Yeah. Ooh. I ain't never been a skinny girl. I got curves you could see clear across the world, but I'm a real strong sister with a big old dream. You should never judge a book by its cover, you see. Stand tall, embracing my identity, 'cause ain't a damn thing false when it comes to me. Took a long time, now I'm feeling fancy free. Listen, let me tell you how I came to be. Guess what? Hey girl, did you know that you fly? Hey girl, and you're the apple of his eye. 'Cause you shine, you just right. Hey girl, did you know that you fly? And you're the apple of his eye. 'Cause you shine, you just right. When I was a little
girl and I watch TV. I thought that I could never be like the girls on the screen. Straight hair, long legs, I felt so ashamed. Knew my hips would never match what the TV portrayed. Flashback to when I was about 14. I had fake long nails and a big old weave. I tried every diet trying to be size 10. Used to get so dizzy that my head would spin. Hey girl. But now I know that I'm fly, and I'm the apple of his eye. 'Cause I shine, I'm just right. Oh, hey girl, did you know that you're black, girl, and you're the apple of his eye? 'Cause you shine, you're just right in your natural state. One day I looked in the mirror, didn't recognize the face staring back at me. Cut off my hair, trimmed down my nails real low, hoping that my beauty would show. But today I can say that it feels real good to be me. I can say my curves are beautiful, they make me shine, they make me fine, and now I know that I'm just right. 'Cause I know that I'm fly, and I'm the apple of his eye. 'Cause I shine, I'm just right. Whoa. Hey girl, did you know that you're black, girl, and you're the apple of his eye? 'Cause you shine, you're just right. And the look in my eye, and maybe it's lust, and maybe it's me, but you can be sure that I'll give you what you need. You're just fine, girl, you just shine, girl, you're just right, girl. It's just you, girl, don't need nothing, girl, you're so good, girl. You just fly, girl, you just shine, girl, just right, girl. It's just you, girl, don't need nothing, girl, you're so good, girl, in your natural state. La da da la da 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 wo da de salida do way sara boro do da do we lo la da do we la da da ba la da do we sara bi da do. Thank you.
That's what I'm talking about. Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, you know, I want to just talk about this song. I like the lyric when you said when you were 10 years old, you really tried to be a size 10. Tell me about that. What made you decide this is not the way to go?
I think every girl, when you're growing up and you look at TV and you look at the media and you see all these images of these very small, shapely, you know, thin girls, you try to find, because they're your example in the media, you try to be like them. But as I got older, I realized the best person that I could be was myself. And so after stripping all that stuff away, yes, when I was 14, I had weaves and I had fake fingernails and I had all of that. And every girl goes through that, searching for their identity. But as you get older, you really want to start celebrating who you are and your inner peace and your inner spirit and your inner beauty. Only once you begin to do that will your inner beauty be able to shine.
So who influenced you? Because a lot of people don't find that inner beauty.
My mother is one of my greatest inspirations. She's very feisty, a very powerful woman. She has, you know, overcome many adversities, but she celebrates herself every day, and she does something every day that's new, and she always tries to learn something new. And so I think if you do that for yourself and also with your career and your aspirations, then you can have a successful, engaging life. So that's what I'm working on.
Your mom must be a Sagittarius.
No, she's actually she's actually a Cancer Leo. Yeah.
See, there's a Sagittarius in there somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere.
Somewhere in there. Okay, I just want to thank you for appearing on Sister Talk TV show. Like I said during the live show, I always walk away from a guest with something. And what I learned from Rajdulari is peace.
Yes, we have to have peace.
We have to have peace. And so that is one of the things I'm going to hold inside of me, take inside of me, peace. Yes. So again, this is Dietrich Kelsey, host of Sister Talk TV show, and we are wishing you peace.
Peace, love, and happiness.
And light.
All right, everybody.
Bye.